Hello, my name is Sydney Eyre, and this is my Persuasive Speech. In this day and age, most people use social media to communicate with each other. How many of you have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat? How often do you use it a day? I bet you use it a lot more than you think. I know I myself use social media every day, including Instagram. I post on that probably every day. Whether it be texting, Facebook, Twitter, or Snapchat. Have you ever thought about how social media can affect your relationships in life, especially your intimate ones? A lot of relationships end because of what people post on social media and how people portray themselves to the world. For example, you look at the show Catfish on MTV. You see how someone's life can be perceived so wrong, or they lie about it and hurt the other person. Social media is almost a way of life today, but it can cause many problems with you and your significant other. Many people don't think about how much they actually use the internet, and many relationships start online. A CMC is a computer-mediated communication. According to Ryan C. Fuega, in a study of how social media use is affecting long-term relationships study, is a way in which people are developing relationships online without having face-to-face contact. So you don't have visual or oral cues that face-to-face communication would have. Most phones have internet access today, making it easier to communicate through many forms of social media, for example, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. You post, tweet, or Snapchat every single day and don't even realize it, and you don't even realize how much you actually do. There are a lot of dating sites and apps that you can download on your phone, like Tinder. Tinder is a dating app where you can look through people's profiles, kind of see if you like who they are, what they look like, what their interests are, and you swipe left or you swipe right. And you can match up with different people. If you don't like them, you swipe left, and if you do like them, you swipe right. I've had many friends who have had significant others with this app and have broken up because of it, and I also know a lot of people who have had successful relationships with it. It's easy to meet new people on social media, but it's not always positive in your relationships, especially the ones that seem the most important to us. Many people like to use social media to show off their relationships and post information about their lives. According to the same study about social networking sites are mostly posting about their personal life and opinions. These posts can provide validation to individuals when they receive feedback from their online friends. People like to showcase their relationships through their profile pictures. They like to display their relationships and portray themselves and their significant other, trying to show whether they have a good relationship or a bad relationship, but most of the time they try to portray themselves in a positive light. You can also tag people in pictures and show people other parts of your life. In your profile picture, if you have your significant other, then it is showing a romantic situation and also puts a lot of value on your relationship. Women tend to post more about their relationships online than men. And if the man doesn't reciprocate the action, then the woman can get mad or upset, and they feel unimportant. They feel that declaring publicly online that you are in a relationship is a way to communicate the commitment you have made to your family and friends, also according to the same study. Oftentimes, women can get jealous of things their significant others may post and cause them to stalk their partner. Because it's so easy for us to look online and at other people's profiles, we might want to check up on them once in a while. I know there's been times where I have checked up on my boyfriend's profile to make sure he's not doing anything he's not supposed to. Recent studies by the study of how social media use is affecting long-term relationships shows that 60% of college students use social networking as a way to check up on their partner. Now, that didn't really surprise me considering of all the people I know who like to check up on their partners. Jealousy is the main reason why couples look at their partner's profiles and posts, and the feeling of jealousy can be connected to low levels of self-esteem. Facebook and other social media sites can increase the exposure or information about someone and can make someone else jealous and increase the time spent on social media in search of more evidence to use against their partner. Romantic jealousy can create negative thoughts about a partner and relationship as a whole, which can make the relationship bad, or also it can make people break up too. Couples tend to trust their partners less and in turn are less satisfied with their relationship. Maintaining a satisfying relationship can be more difficult if the individual had a negative past experience on social networking sites. For example, let's say you broke up with your significant other and they posted a bad picture about you or said something nasty about you. The media has a big influence on how people perceive love. It can make people want something that isn't even true. People see the media's view of love, and it becomes more common for relationships and marriages to base their happiness of those views. I'm guilty of trying to base my own relationships off movies or a TV show because I want something like that, even though it's unrealistic. According to Relevant magazine, adults should be able to tell the difference between over-romanticized love and healthy, realistic love. But in actuality, people's lives are beginning to just echo the stories they see on screen. The problem is, movies usually end just as a relationship is beginning, so you always see the good parts and not the bad parts. In my opinion, social media, TV, and movies have negative effects on relationships. Social media is almost a way of life today, but it can cause many problems with you and your significant other. After all the evidence I have found, social media does in fact affect your relationships. Whether it's positive or negative, you have to make that choice. In my opinion, I still think it has a negative impact. From jealousy to stalking your significant other's profile, it can cause major problems. But it can also be a way of showing off your partner and letting everyone know that they are yours. Now think to yourself, how do you feel about social media in your relationships?